Welcome back children to my new video. In this new video, I am going to teach part 2 of chapter number 4. Before I start teaching this part 2, I would recall what I have taught in part 1. In part 1, I have taught you about Jules Verne, who was a French novelist, and he has written a novel, and this text has been adapted from a novel Around the World in 80 Days. He taught us about Phileas Fogg. Phileas Fogg was a man. He was a man of punctuality. He always used to do his work on time, and he was a man who always accepted challenges. So in this chapter, we have studied that there were 5 friends who always used to join Phileas Fogg at the Reform Club. They had a discussion about a robbery that took place in London. And these 5 friends were talking about that who will go around the world and try to find out the robber, because they have sent all the skillful detectives to all the important ports and railway stations so that the robber could be caught. The discussion was that who will go around the world in 80 days. So children, till here I have taught. Now I am going to continue my video part 2 chapter number 4. Calm yourself, my dear Strut, said Fallentin. It's only a joke. Oh no, Fogg said. Seriously, I'm willing to accept the wager. You are joking? Said Fallentin. Now, Fallentin said that, Strut, calm down, cool yourself. And as Strut and Fallentin, they were talking, Mr. Fogg interrupted in between. He said, seriously, I'm willing to accept the challenge of Strut. And then Fallentin said, are you joking? He said, no, I'm not at all joking. I am ready to accept the challenge of Strut. I don't joke when I'm talking about such a serious thing as a challenge, replied Phileas Fogg solemnly. I claim that I will make a tour of the world in 80 days or less. That is to say, in 1920 hours or 115,200 minutes. Do you accept the challenge? Now, Phileas Fogg was ready to accept the challenge. He said, I'm serious, and when I'm serious means I'm ready to accept the challenge. And I mean it, and I will do it. He said that I will make a tour of the world in 80 days. I mean to say that I will be in 1920 hours. Stott, Fallentin, Sullivan, Flanagan and Ralph discussed this quickly with each other. Then they said in one voice, we accept. Good, said Mr. Fogg. The train leaves for Dover at 9:15. I will take it. This very evening? Asked Stott. Now, Phileas Fogg 5 friends. They all discussed very quickly, and all these 5 friends said yes, that we accept your challenge. Then Mr. Fogg said that good, it's very good that you have accepted my challenge, and I also accept your challenge, and I am ready to accept your challenge, and I mean it. And today I am going to leave at 9:15 for Dover by train. Then Stott said, this evening you are going to leave? He said, yes, this evening I am going to leave for Dover by train at 9:15. This very evening, replied Phileas Fogg. He consulted a pocket almanac and added, as today is Wednesday, 2nd October, I shall be due in London in this very room of the Reform Club on Saturday, 21st December at a 8:45 p.m. If I don't, I shall accept defeat. Now, Phileas Fogg was very serious. He said, I am ready to accept your challenge. And now, today is 2nd October, Wednesday. And I will be back on 21st of December, that will be Saturday, at 8:45 at the Reform Club in London. Phileas Fogg, accompanied by this butler, Passepartout, completes the exciting journey around the world in exactly 80 days to the minute. He returns to the Reform Club when there are 3 seconds left for the clock to strike 9:15. So this text has been taken from the novel Around the World in 80 Days. And then the writer says that he was back on 21st of December, 8:45 in London at the Reform Club, because he was a man of punctuality. He always used to accept challenges. So in this chapter, we have studied about Phileas Fogg, that he was a man of punctuality. People used to see him and set their watches, and they always knew that this man always was on time. So children, the moral of the story is that we should always be punctual. Before I start for question answers, children, first we'll see the word meaning, that is on the last page. Gone on too far for him to take lightly. This means continued for too long. Solemnly means seriously. Pocket almanac. Pocket almanac is a calendar or a yearbook that is very small and that can be kept in a pocket. Due. Scheduled to arrive. Due means scheduled to arrive. Now let's move on to question and answers. Now children, we will move on to understanding the text. Choose the correct answer to complete each of these sentences. The Reform Club was a place that Fogg went to every day when there was a meeting, when he was free. Which is the correct answer, children? Every day. Yes, every day is the correct answer. Now we'll move on to the next. Phileas Fogg was always more or less on time. Was always on time exactly to the minute. Knew time was important but did not care. Which is the correct answer? B is the correct answer. Yes, children. Was always on time exactly to the minute. Now see the third one. At the end of the 80 days, Fogg said he would be back at the Reform Club in London, back in England, and back in London. Which is the correct answer, children? Yes, A is the correct answer. Back at the Reform Club. Now children, we'll move on to the next one. Phileas Fogg was always more or less on time. Was always on time exactly to the minute. Knew time was important but did not care. Which is the correct answer? Yes, B is the correct answer. Was always on time exactly to the minute. Mark whether these sentences are true and not true. Correct the sentences if they are not true. There had been a robbery at the Bank of England. Yes, it's a true sentence. There was a robbery in the Bank of England. Second one, detectives were sent to ports in Europe, America and Japan. Japan is the wrong answer. The correct answer is they were sent to Europe and America. Third one, a well-dressed man was photographed in front of the bank. No, this sentence is also not true. He had been observed going to and fro in the room where the crime was committed. Now fourth one, children. A description of the likely culprit was sent to the detectives. Yes, this is the correct answer. This is the true sentence. Fogg felt that the world was not so large any longer. This also is a true sentence. Now, children, we will move on to question and answers. Answers are on your screen, and I'm going to read the question and I'm going to explain the answers. Answer these questions in a sentence or two. Why was there so much talk about the bank robbery? Package of banknotes to the value of £55,000 had been taken from the principal's cashier table at the Bank of England, London. There was so much talk about the robbery as many of the club members were bank officials. There was a robbery in the Bank of London. There was a robbery in the Bank of England, and the members in the Reform Club were all bankers. Most of the members were bankers. And package of banknotes, £55,000 has been taken from the bank. So they had a discussion about the banknotes. Now, second question, children. What did Ralph say that led to a challenge? Ralph's statement that one can go around the world 10 times more quickly now than 100 years ago led to a challenge. Ralph said that one can go 10 times more quickly as compared to 100 years ago. So that was a challenge, and Philip Fogg accepted the challenge. Third question, children. What was Todd's challenge to Fogg? Why do you think Fogg accepted? To go around the world in 80 days for a wager. Wager means a bet. Shart lagana. Of £400. Fogg accepted it because he could not resist the excitement of an adventure or refuse a serious bet. He was also confident that he could make Strott wrong. Phileas Fogg was a punctual man, and he was a man of challenges. He always used to accept challenge. So Strott's statement hurt him, and he said that I am ready to accept your challenge. Now, fourth question, children. What are the things Fogg states he will take into account in the 80-day journey? Now, Fogg says he will take into account the bad weather, contrary events, shipwrecks, railway accidents. Phileas Fogg said that I may face a lot of difficulties, but I am ready to accept a challenge. I may face railway accidents, bad weather, storm events, shipwrecks, but still I am ready to accept a challenge, and this can be covered in 80 days. The next topic is, children, the past perfect tense. In the past perfect tense, when a sentence has two actions in the past tense, we use the past perfect tense. For example, here children, in the sentences you will see had plus the past participle of the verb. Now I am going to read the sentence, children. Here, read these sentences. They had laid Mr. Fogg's breakfast before he reached the dining room. Now you can see here, children, two actions of the past have been done. Had laid and reached. Had plus past participle of the verb. Second sentence. He had taken his place before his friends arrived. Had taken and arrived. Had plus the past participle of the verb. They had left when he got home. Again, here had left and got. Fourth, Amit had gone to bed when she called him. Had gone and called. The past perfect tense means, children, when the sentence has two actions done in the past, then we use the past perfect tense. In the next topic, I am going to read the sentences. Now you will see on page number 43, children. Complete the sentences with the simple past tense or the past perfect tense of the verbs given in the bracket. Now see children, one word has been given in the bracket. That word we have to do the correction. Means we have to use the correct form of the verb. The painting competition had begun by the time I reached the venue. Now see children, here begin and reach. We have changed the verb into a correct verb. The painting competition had begun by the time I reached the venue. Now see the second one children. Amrita could not join the course because she had forgotten to submit her application in time. Now see this, see children, this one. Amrita could not join the course because she had forgotten to submit her application in time. I have used the correct form of the verb. Third one. My friends dashed buy the tickets for the play before I dash them at the theatre. My friends had bought the tickets for the play before I joined them at the theatre. The correct form of the verb I have used here. Now fourth question children. I dash my uncle until he recently visited us for Christmas. Now, I had not met my uncle. He recently visited us for Christmas. Now, I have used here the correct form of the verb. Now, fifth one, children. Romy dash just dash home when the postman dashed the parcel. Now, see children, Romy had just returned home when the postman delivered the parcel. Understood children? Now here what I have done, I have used the correct form of the verb with the single past tense or the past perfect tense. Now children, see this one. Read the situation and write sentences using the word in brackets. Use had plus the past participle form of the highlighted verbs. When mother returned, we had finished decorating. Finished. The meeting had already begun when Sarah reached the hall. Karan had lived in Mumbai before he moved to Gurgaon. A big crowd had already gathered before the president arrived. Gopi has finished his maths project before he started on his science project. Here we have used had plus the past participle of the verb. Here we have used had plus past participle of the word. I hope children you have understood. Now we will move on to the next one. Match when the people are saying in the sentences with the manner in which they are said. Now, what is said and in which manner they have said. Okay, we have to do the match the column. What's about that robbery? The first one is enquired. Enquired means children to ask. So this was the sentence. One of his friend, Mr. Fox's friend, said these words and he just only inquired, means he asked. Oh, the bank will lose the money. The second answer is remarked. Remarked means to mention or to comment. Yes, in 80 days. This was exclaimed. Exclaimed means children to say something suddenly and loudly. I would like to see someone do it in 80 days. This was said by one of his friend of Mr. Fogg. So the answer is challenge. So this was a challenge and these words were said by one of his friends of Mr. Fogg. This is the plan I have in mind. He explained this sentence. I feel very sad about it. Sighed means children to take a long and deep breath and to feel very sad and disappointed. This is the meaning of sighed. Sighed means children to take a long and deep breath and to feel very sad and disappointed. That is called sighed. So the last answer is sighed. Now I have you will get all the answers children. See, the first answer is C. The second answer is E, children. The second answer is E. The third answer is B. The fourth answer is F. The fifth answer is A, and the sixth answer is D. Now the next one, children. Here are some expressions used in the text. Use them in the correct sentence in place of the highlighted words. You may have to make some changes as in sentence 4 and change the punctuation as in sentence 3. Now see, children, here some highlighted words are given. Okay, that highlighted words we have to change. It means you have to replace that words in place of that word. Okay, so you will see in the first, I am going to read the first sentence, children. Everyone was asked to be seated 15 minutes before the program began. Now, to be seated has been in the blue, it's a highlighted word. That highlighted word has to be changed, and I have changed that to be seated, I have changed into to take their places. Okay, like this. And the second one, I am just going to read the highlighted word, children. To be prepared. That word I have changed into take into account. Okay. The third one, quite the opposite. Quite the opposite means contrary. Contrary means quite the opposite. Okay. I'm going to explain the highlighted words. Did too much of it. Did too much of it has been replaced by the word went too far. Okay. Don't support. The highlighted word has been changed with I have replaced that word with I am not in favor of. This word has been replaced with these words. The highlighted words has been replaced with the words. Okay, children? Only you have to replace whatever word the highlighted words have been given, that has to be replaced according to the sentence. You read the sentence and you have to replace the words in that place. Now next exercise, children. Now functions. Functions work in pairs and practice expressing doubts in the situation. Here, children, one word is given here. You have to construct your own sentence and you have to complete the sentence. I have done for you. I doubt, these are the answers, children. Okay, I am going to read the question from the book. Work in pairs and practice expressing doubts in these situations. Your friend has invited you home, but your parents probably have different plans for the evening. Now you have to use doubt. I doubt. With that I doubt, you have to make your own sentence. I doubt if I can make it to your party since my parents have invited some guest home. So children, with that I doubt, I made my own sentence. Like this, you have to make a second sentence. Your aunt has asked you to buy a book on Bharatnatyam when you visit the bookshop. The book may not be available. Use I am not sure. With that, you will begin with I am not sure. With that, you will construct your own sentence. I am not sure if I would find the book. Okay? Now, the third one. Your sister says that she will learn how to swim in 2 days. Now you have to use the word that is in the blue one, blue highlighted word, that is I don't believe. I don't believe you can learn to swim in 2 days. Now children, here you have used the word highlighted word and you have constructed your own sentence. Okay children, this is called function. Means you have highlighted words you have to use in your own sentences. Now the last part of this exercise. Here children, some highlighted words have been given. With that highlighted words and some hints have been given. Okay, with that I have made one paragraph. Now this paragraph I have made and I have used that highlighted words. You have to read this paragraph and you have to write in your rough copy. Okay. Now just I'm going to read the heading. These points show us the routine Philip Fox followed every day. Arrange the points in the correct order and expand them into sentences. Then write the sentences in a paragraph using suitable linkers from the box. Some linkers are given, that words you have to use in the paragraph, and I have made this one, and you have to write in your rough copy. Okay children, now this is the writing section. Write in your rough copy. Now I hope children you must have understood part 1 and part 2. Now I am going to conclude my session. Till then, goodbye, be safe. Thank you.